Willie D Live.
What's up, family? You won't believe this one. On yesterday, Russia launched a massive attack on Kyiv and across Ukraine, firing roughly 500 drones and 40 missiles in residential areas and parts of the capital. This ahead of President Zelensky's meeting with Donald Trump, your president, on today in Florida. Now, if I'm Zelensky, I'm a little bit nervous about this meeting because last time I was in the United States, Trump pretty much ambushed me, and put me on the spot. Signed me, right? Some might say punked me. So I'm a little nervous about this meeting. I got Russia dropping bombs on me, and I got Trump. Well, he's dropping bombs too, but he's farting. But anyway, man, that's besides the point. What I'm getting at here, fam, is Zelensky ran to Trump for protection. Remember when Trump said that he could end the war? He didn't say could, he said he would end the Russian-Ukraine war within 24 hours if elected. All you had to do is elect him, and he was going to end the war. Remember that? Oh, y'all don't remember. Okay, all right, you don't remember. Okay, but what about this?
If I were president, and I say this, I will end that war in one day. It'll take 24 hours. I know Zelensky well. I know Putin well. I would get that ended in a period of 20.
You can break that deal.
100%. It would be easy. That deal would be easy. A lot of it has to do with the money. A lot of it has to do with the military, that we're giving. But I would get that deal done within 24 hours. That war has to be stopped. That war is a disaster.
Final thought. Are you going to win next year?
I think we have a very good chance. The economy's not good. I'll make it good. Everyone knows. Everyone knows. Even Democrats, they say, well, we agree that Putin would have never gone in. He would have, I told him, you're not going in. Putin would have never gone into Ukraine. President Xi of China would never even be talking about Taiwan. We had that conversation strongly. I stopped North Korea from doing some really bad things. And my relationship with Kim Jong-un is very good. Who knows what's going to happen there? Iran was going to make a great deal. They were going to be happy. I was going to be happy. We're going to have a great relationship. Now they're out of control. They're totally out of control. This world is blowing up around us. It's blowing up around us. You may even lose the dollar as the standard throughout the world. And if you lose the dollar standard, that's like losing a war. In many ways, it's worse than losing a war. I think we have a very good chance. I think when people feel it in their pocketbooks. Everyone's saying, Trump's going to turn the economy around. I did it twice, if you think about it, because I did it after COVID. But we had the greatest economy in the history of the world, and I'll be able to do that again quickly and easily.
This nigga just be lying, man. He will lie with a straight face. Let me tell you how you know when Trump is lying. When his lips are moving. Anytime his lips start moving, he's lying. And when he does this, fam, he's trying to frame it. He's literally trying to frame it. He's like, and family, let me keep it a buck with you. Let's recap. How many wars did he stop again? Because he said he stopped 8 wars. And he said he would stop the Ukraine-Russian war within 24 hours. Guess who said he wouldn't? Ukraine actually said he wouldn't stop it. He wouldn't be able to stop it. He knew damn well he wasn't going to stop that war within 24 hours. Vasily Nebenzhy, Russia's UN ambassador, said so. He can't do that. He doesn't have that kind of juice. You can run that game with Ukraine, but Russia don't follow no directives from the United States. Russia got power. They got might, military might. Wink, wink, Africa. All you countries in Africa. Wink, wink. They got military might. United States ain't coming to Russia and doing nothing. They're not telling Russia, they're not gonna make Russia do nothing. They're not gonna invade Russia for nothing. They're gonna fall back. Yeah. Talking about he gonna stop the war within 24 hours. Then he lied, said he stopped 8 other wars, but then he goes to war. Family, you gonna stop a war, but then you gonna go to war at the same time. You supposed to be the anti-war president, so you gonna go out there and stop a war. Now all of a sudden, you start a war. Which one is it, man? You know you peaceful or you about war? You want the Nobel Peace Prize, or do you want to be a decorated war vet? Which one do you want? Which one you want? Oh, can't be a decorated war vet because you dodged the draft 5 times. I'm wondering, what does Trump have more of? Bankruptcies or draft dodging confirmations? Which one does he have? Which one? Because he does both. He's done both a whole lot. I need to know this. Did he say that he was going to end the war between Ukraine and Russia within a day? Oh, that's right. I just played the video for you. Yeah, that's right. He did say that. Mr. Nobel Peace Prize. Come on, fam. Now, here's the deal. You know, Russia sent out a message. They bombed on Ukraine to send out a message because they knew Zelensky was meeting with Trump on today. So Putin is like, nigga, well, you can run your ass over there all you want to. He ain't gonna save you. And just to prove it, watch this. Boom, 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 boom. Total devastation. Now what you gonna do? Nothing but talk. See, this is why it's not good to make threats, because when you don't follow through on them, nobody respects it. People know you're just bluffing. And another reason why it's not good to make threats is because people now know the extent of your vitriol. They know how angry you are with them. You start making all those threats and stuff, man, people know how to deal with you now. Now they know how to deal with you. Russia dropped those bombs on Ukraine on yesterday because they knew that Zelensky would meet with Trump on today. And they wanted to send out a message to Zelensky. Now, let me tell you how Trump gonna try to play this. Number one, he ain't finna make no imminent threats. That ain't happening. He's not finna make no major threats to Russia. That ain't gonna happen. If he does, he's just gonna look weaker again because we know, everybody know, he ain't gonna do nothing. He already know if he does do something, he could set off World War III. And he don't want that because then he wouldn't be able to fuck over nobody. He wouldn't be able to get his money. You know? The people in the oligarchy, they're evil and they don't mind a bunch of people dying. They just don't want everybody to die. Because if everybody die, they won't be able to flex their yachts. They won't be able to flex those 100-foot yachts or 200-foot yachts and $100 million planes and all that stuff. It wouldn't mean anything because there'll be nobody left to show it off for. So they need a certain amount of people in the world to serve as pawns and admirers of their wealth. You know, they need a certain amount of people so they can look down on them. So they're not trying to get to that point, and thank God, as evil as they are, at least they ain't that damn dumb. They're not that dumb. They're not that, and I won't even say they're not that evil because they are that evil. If any one of them could push that button and wipe out another country without any consequences, they would do it because evil runs the world. Most of the people, most leadership, most people in major positions, they're evil. From government to military to your local law enforcement, to education, healthcare, transportation, astronomy. Here's something else to think about, fam. What if Trump really doesn't want to end the war? What if he's playing Zelensky? It's a play on land. He want to get some of that land over there. He want to make a few billion off the Ukrainian people. You know what I'm saying? Say, man, look here, Zelensky. I know you're over there weak and you're crying and you're scared to death. Shit, man, shoot me about, I don't know, man. Shoot me about 100 billion, man, and I'll get Putin off you. Because at this rate, you're not gonna have a country. That invasion started in 2022. In fact, February of 26, it'll be 4 years the war has been going on. 4 years. Over a year since Trump said that he would end the war. In fact, over 2 years. It's 2 years, about 2 years since he said he would end the war. Ukraine and Russia really been at war since 2014. So this is an 11-year war going on 12 years. They've been at war. Instead of killing phantom terrorists, why not go get the dudes that's really terrorizing another country? Like, send those troops over to Russia. Yeah, do a strike on Russia. Because it's clear the world sees that Russia is bullying the Ukraine. The world sees that. Now, it's white folks over there getting killed in Ukraine. You know how much he loved white folks. You know how much he loved white immigrants. How come he's not accepting the white Ukrainians into the United States? How come there isn't a mass exodus and he's offering them refuge? Why is he not doing that? Why is he not over there protecting the whites over there? He had a lot of interest in the whites in Africa. You know, he wanted to save the whites in South Africa. And, you know, he told them to get your business straight. I'll come over there and straighten it out for you. How come he hasn't wagged his finger at Russia? How come he is not going over there saving the white folks in Russia? Because you know he loved white folks way more than he ever even considered loving black folks. But he went over to Nigeria to save white Christians. He started a war. Well, it really wasn't a war because they can't defend themselves. So you go and attack a nation because you're so-called concerned about black Nigerian Christians, and we're supposed to believe that, while at the same time you do nothing for the white people in Ukraine? Man, I was born in the morning, but not this morning. No more talk.